We're here at Irwindale, final round of the 2010 Formula D season. You know, it's the House of Drift for a reason, because the track itself is super dangerous. You know, if you haven't got your car comfortable at this point, then it's going to be a long weekend. The track goes like this. You start from basically a drag start. You got a pretty big long straightaway. You get up to about 90 miles an hour. Flick into the NASCAR turn 3 and 4 of the Irwindale NASCAR Oval, and you ride along that bank, staying as high as you can along that bank. At some point around the Toyota sign, you actually drop down, transition at the start-finish line. Now your momentum is going towards the wall. Transition again in the most difficult part of the track. Brake right up to the wall, on the gas again by the judges' stand. You've gone from about 90 miles an hour to 45 miles an hour straight at the wall. And then it's 2 S-turns where you're not going to win it in those S-turns, but you can certainly lose it there, so you have to be careful. Then the run is done.
Hey, what's up guys? We're here at the final round of Formula Drift, Irwindale Speedway. Irwindale Speedway is where drifting all began for the United States. A couple years ago when I first started drifting, we were actually drifting out in the parking lot here at Irwindale Speedway. And if you look at drifting now, it's kind of amazing how big and how fast the sport's grown. The fan base for Formula Drift and drifting itself as a sport has grown so big that it's quite impossible to imagine when I first started drifting back then. So we just finished here at Irwindale, the final rounds of Formula Drift. We made it to the top 32 tandems, but unfortunately we got knocked out early by Justin Pollock. What happened in the lead lap was that, you know, on the straightaway, I kept up with him, but as soon as we entered the bank, I noticed that his car was slightly quicker and his car was already pulling away. By the time that we exited the bank, we already had 2 car lengths from what was only half a car. And at that point, I'm already quite sure that he had an advantage, and the rest of the track I couldn't really quite close the gap. So going into the second lap, you know, I had to push my hardest and give it my all, and in fact I got so close to the wall that I hit, but I didn't correct, so I kept the drift going. But that advantage that he had on the first lap was big enough for him to move on, and so we lost in the top 32, and that was it. For me personally, I'm not quite satisfied with my results, but overall for the team, it's really a great finish, you know, a great way to finish the season, because the car is still in one piece. You know, we still have next season to look forward to, and we have a little, you know, a few things we got to work on, but I'm pretty sure next season will be great for us, and we're really excited.
Top 16 went up against Conrad in his Camaro, and he was actually having some sort of problem, so he couldn't accelerate too fast. We had to redo the first run. I think I got too much of a lead on the straightaway. The Rockstar sign was too fast for that Camaro. Sounds a little bit odd, but that's how it was. And so anyway, we did the runs, and Conrad had a little bit of some problems behind me, moved on, went up against Justin Pollock, who is somebody that has been killing it this year. He's in Mustang number 2 that JR used to have. It's a great car, he's a good driver, and pushed really hard. And that sort of set the tone right there for how things had to be in order to move on. Just attacked him. Then went up against the person who I thought had the best chance of winning this event going into it, to be honest, and that was Darren McNamara. His little Saturn was so quick and so lightweight. I wasn't sure. I mean, we have 500-600 pounds or more on him. I wasn't sure if we'd be able to keep up, so I really pushed hard to match up next to him on the bank. I even had to initiate literally right next to the guy, and we did it one more time. We had an epic battle in Seattle. I walked away the winner of that one. This one was even more epic, and I was lucky enough to walk away the winner of that one too. But still, the most fun I've had since Seattle. I mean, it was just so much fun to go door to door that hard. Then comes JR in the finals. And with JR, you know, he was going ultra fast. He wasn't even quite as quick as McNamara, but really, really close. Still could go 100%. And you do a lot of things that you almost regret afterwards. Like the risk is just huge that you take when you're just, you know, locked onto somebody at that speed. But when it pays off huge. And that's what happened tonight. First place, overtook Dye in the championship for number 2 in the championship for 2010. Proves the Scion platform for sure. And it's a big year for Rockstar also with all the other stuff that's been going on this year. So we're all stoked. As we go towards the next year, you know, the philosophy is going to change altogether. We're not going to use the V8 anymore. We're going to change things up a bit, bring out a surprise, and it's going to be wicked, whatever it is.